This woman is currently going viral on TikTok, bringing to our attention, unprovoked, that she's not attracted to her husband. Let's watch.
Okay, wait. Okay, so I've been seeing this a lot with Clarence and Queen, but
What?
it's genuinely true. Like, you cannot date your type. If you are constantly dating your type and it ain't working out, girl.
Well, yeah, you might be into people that you don't qualify for. That's what that means.
Girl, check them DMs. Look at his picture. If it's like, that's the one. I'm telling you.
What?
Baby, when I met my boyfriend, who's my husband now,
Okay.
he even tell you, baby, it took me a little minute to, you know what I'm saying? You know? It took me about 2 days to start liking him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being for real. About 2 days, okay? Because I was so used to, like, talking to light-skinned boys or just talking to boys who were more worried about their self, right? I done met a roughneck country bumpkin who would do everything for me, and I almost passed him up because he was dark-skinned.
What in the colorism? I'm joking to a degree. People can have their preferences, but screaming this at the top of your lungs to the internet. Listen, I don't want any women coming down in my comment section no more talking about men having preference as it deals with skin types and colors. Because when women talk about it, they get 4.3 million views and 313,000 likes. That's absolutely insane. Anyway, let's continue on hearing her story about how she eventually chosen her husband after getting her back blown out by the men that never gave her the time of day. Let's go.
A little rough.
What?
Oh, y'all, when I tell you I would have been out here working 3 jobs, I was with him. I'm telling you right now. Them niggas care about themselves. They're going to have you out here working 3 jobs just to fulfill what they need in their purpose in life. Baby, my man ain't never told me to go get no job. When he came to see me and he told my mom and them, he said, no, I want to take her so I can take care of her. I got this. My daddy handed me over so freely because he said, oh, okay. Because his actions had already shown who he was. I'm telling y'all, this man learned I was a vegetarian then. When he met me, this man learned everything that I like to eat. I got out of practice one day, out of basketball practice. I was so tired, so hungry. I went to go see him while he pulled out my favorite. I'm telling you, if he wanted to, he would.
This is so damn crazy. And whatever happened to privacy within marriage, right? Whatever happened to not letting the public into your marriage? But it is not a flex on one side of your mouth to say that I wasn't attracted to my husband, but then on the other side of your mouth, you speak about how you fell in love with him after he did all of these different things for you. Again, not a flex. And I don't know what type of married man would allow his wife to get up on Al Gore's internet to talk about how she was not attracted to him. If you were my wife or whoever I consider for long-term relationship, you would have showed me respect to everybody and not degrade respect based off of your love of attention, your love of people clicking on that damn like button. But go off, Queen. Tell us more.
That's why I be looking at people like, girl, my man Ben showed me who he was in 2011. I ain't never letting go. I ain't never letting go. This is us. When I tell you I'm never letting go of that nigga, because he ain't never letting me go. And when you got somebody that ain't never letting you go because you ain't never letting them go, baby, get out of here. I'm just saying, for real though, like, y'all please stop dating like that. Like, it's kind of like a fairy tale. Seriously. Why are you dating somebody that is like as beautiful as you are? Let that nigga be obsessed with you. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, whatever.
She's making her husband sound like he's a troglodyte. Ma'am, you're average at best, and this is no disrespect, but you're putting it out here, so I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to bring the young brother up here in a quick second, but if this young man don't look like Quasi goddamn Moto with a lump on his back and he crippled when he's walked, you need to stop doing this. Because as it stands right now, it sounds like instead of acknowledging that you chose incorrectly, you're coping by saying, well, I chose this ugly man and it turned out to be the best answer for me because look how well that he treats me. Meanwhile, you don't think that women that look at your content can also find a man that they're attracted to that also checks off boxes? The issue is that you were into guys that weren't into you or into guys that only wanted you for your insides and nothing else. That's when you practice discernment. But let's continue to listen.
Whatever. But I ain't even gonna lie, girl. After them 2 days, that 48 hours, baby, he had me so whipped, dipped. My doggone nose was so wide open. I had just knew I loved that man and he loved me too. I ain't even lying. We fell in love so quick, like so fast. And when I tell you he's so fine to me, like I will lick. My husband is so fine to me.
So it's obvious here that, she's trying to entertain. There's a little bit of performance within this, but I don't believe her. It's hard to believe that you are actually this attracted to him as what you say when you're okay with putting up content like this in regards to him. If this was all flipped, and let's say a guy was doing the exact same thing that she was doing, the entire internet would swarm in at one time to report his account. Get him evaporated off of the damn internet. It'd be blog posts all over these gossip websites, trying to get him fired from his damn job. Anything that they can do to inflict pain onto that man for talking about that his wife he wasn't attracted to. Speaking of which...
When I first met my wife, I was not attracted to her. I was not attracted to her. Like, you can go and ask her yourself. She will be like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He didn't fancy me, like, at all. And it took me, like, a while before I actually sort of felt some type of attraction because she's not my usual type. Usually, I like very, like, well-kept, like, light-skinned girls. That's usually my preference. That's what I go for. But she was just like a rough-looking, like, dark-skinned girl. And usually, I was like, nah, that's not me. That's not me. But you know what? I was like, let me just give her the chance. Let me just give her the chance and we'll see where it goes and we'll see, what happens. And honestly, the way that she treats me is so amazing. Like, I love her so much. Like, I would never let her go because of how she treats me. Do you?
Yo, this is so crazy it's way more crazy when you see a guy doing it. He's so abusive. He's a narcissist. He's so emotionally toxic. Meanwhile, you go down into his comment section and you have women writing comments like this, deletes paragraph. Because they didn't see the original video. So they wanted to go in there. Colorist motherfucker. And then they realized that he was just trolling based off the original video. Anyway, let's listen to a little bit more.
You see how ridiculous that sounds? Do you see how ridiculous that sounds?
Yeah.
And you let that woman get on this app and say...
And pop off.
Yeah, my husband, I wasn't attracted to my husband. Like,
it's wild.
It took a lot for me to be attracted to my husband.
Her husband.
Usually I like to go for, very well-kept, light-skinned guys. And he was just a roughneck country boy. What? Roughneck country boy, dark skin. What? Are you being for real?
Wild.
I swear, God, I know they said that men will embarrass you, but the women are catching up. The women are catching up.
They've been
I don't
up.
understand why you feel the need to get onto this app and tell the world that you are not attracted to your husband.
There's literally no reason whatsoever besides the feeling that she gets when she gets bathed in comments, me too, or likes. This is all an attention play. This is all a social media validation play. Nothing more, nothing less. And again, we're going to bring up the husband here in a quick second, but I cannot fathom allowing my significant other to do things like, right? Like, if you position your wife in such a way that she don't have to work, kudos to you for doing fantastic things within your life, to have purpose enough to drive that degree of revenue in that allows you to take care of the both of you. So then why is she up on the goddamn TikToks embarrassing you? Is that how she thanks you for everything that you're bringing to her? What's typical within modern times today is these men that get married and they live underneath the mantra of happy wife, happy life, irrespective of how they drag their manhood.
Like, the only thing that has made you somewhat attracted to him now is the way that he treats you.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous game.
Dangerous.
Anyone that says that they are not attracted to their partner, but I'm attracted to how they treat me, is that, nah, man. We don't do none of that around these sides.
They gonna get grabbed up.
Let someone come that is attractive in all the ways that you want, physically, and can also treat you exactly how you want. Yeah. Emotionally. The game is gone. My man is done. You're jumping ship.
Listen, and I understand, like, you know, because I'll say sometimes that women need to lower standards, requirements, this, that, and the third, because society has propped them up to be bigger or more awesome, more unique than what they actually are. So often they lead with this degree of delusion, but she said it herself. She was choosing a certain type of a guy, specifically a guy that's more into his own aesthetics, which to me, I would tell all the MTRs not to do that because that's more feminine behavior that you're tapping into as opposed to a masculine man. He doesn't exhibit those things. But I know I ain't never say degrade your husband for the internet to watch. Now, after her video gained traction and the critics began to come out, she uploaded this cope video. She writes here, oh, matter of fact, a detractor wrote here, she is in love with what he does for her. I hope he never gets hurt or sick. And then she uploaded this video. Let's watch. Copyright. We ain't gonna play that music. So it says, 14 years later, we still, and I guess doing relationship things. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Now, with no makeup on, ma'am, I would say that you guys from an attraction perspective are damn near equal. Stop playing my brother like this, all right? I don't know what in the hell. The way that she's talking about him, I thought he was going to be a little bit cross-eyed, look like he smelled like shit. None of that. I mean, the brother even looks like he works out. But I will say, allowing your wife to film you as you walk around the house in a bonnet on is disgusting and abominable work. Perhaps he signs off and is okay with all of the disrespect. Him wearing this bonnet makes me now think that he is okay with and signs off on the level of disrespect that she dishes out across the internet. And side note, I looked at other content that she has up on the internet and I gotta blur out a component of this image. She has a whole video about her labor as well as delivery. I mean, this is the degree of overshare that just makes me uncomfortable. Maybe you new Gen Zers, Gen Airs, this is y'all shit. But I'll be for damn sure people can look up my pregnant girl's pubic bone up on the internet. Absurd to me. At least block that out, baby girl. We got the blur tool. Let's finish up. All right, let's see. All right, nope. Copyright. All right. What the? All right, I'm gonna end this right here. Let's see what else the internet has to say.
I really hope the love that she has for her husband never finds me in my life. I'm so glad my woman loves me for who I am and not what I can do for her. Because there was a point when my wife was the breadwinner. When I was working a part-time job and she was the one paying the rent.
Ooh, you got one that grew with you, my G. Hold on to that one, my guy. Hold on to her.
Taking care of most of the bills. I did what I could financially, but I was at home taking care of my daughter. Everything that woman talked about in her video, speaking about her husband, was what he can do for me. She was talking about, I used to love light skin. Imagine if a man was saying this. Hold on. I used to love them light-skinned dudes, took care of themselves. But I almost passed up a rough, dirty, dark-necked dude who can do so much for me. Imagine if a man said that about a woman in today's social economy. Cancel. I pray, and I never wish the downfall of anybody's relationship. But when you put your business out there, just like I put my business and my relationship out there,
it's open.
You open for criticism. But I pray nothing ever happens to him.
Yeah.
Because he's going to find out that woman don't really love him like that. She only loves what he can do for her.
But alas, there's lovely young women that disagree with my position, so let's get active.
Let me keep it a buck with you. You might not be attracted to the man God has for you. Not initially, at least. And when I heard people say this a long time ago before I met my current partner.
Your shirt is so damn dirty, baby girl. I don't know. Let me just put this up. God damn. Just give me one good, you know what I'm saying? Just one, please. All right, sorry. Distracted.
I was so scared. Because I just knew I struggled with vanity, and I said, Lord,
you certainly do.
I'm coming to you as honestly as I can. I care about looks. I really, really do. And I just knew that the Lord was going to humble me by sending me a man that I did not find attractive. And guess what he did?
Wow.
He did just that. Okay. But what I learned was it wasn't that I was unattracted to him physically, but I was not attracted to a man who treated me well. But what I learned was it wasn't that I was unattracted to him physically, but I was not attracted to a man who treated me well.
This is why I go off so much when I'm doing content and I identify that this person is dealing with a degree of trauma, not liking or becoming unattractive to, or your viscous innards become concrete dry, being sucked back up into your uterine wall because a man is treating you well is only due to the trauma that you face within your life. You see, the human mind has an incredible self-defense mechanism. When you experience trauma, in order to allow yourself to live through the trauma, your brain begins to want the action. Potentially, if you don't get healing for it. One example is how people who are abused as children, grow up to be abusers. And unless they seek true healing, true therapy for the things that they are going through, then it can manifest in selecting toxic or selecting topsy-turvy or selecting what will not give you long-term happiness into the future. That's what I think she's about to say. Let's go.
And that psychological pattern that I had developed made him physically unattracted to me. When you experience trauma, your brain chemistry literally changes. So how you hear information, how you process information, how you see things, how you perceive things, all of it is changed by the experiences that you have. And so because I was still in survival mode from my trauma, when God sent me a partner who was genuinely kind, generous, a man of God, faithful, a good shepherd, all of the things that I was praying for but did not come in the package I expected it to come in.
Too many of these young modern women today utilize social media as their therapy as opposed to go and hiring a real life therapist. And this is way more prevalent amongst women. Men are more apt to keep things bottled up and hold it tight inside, whereas women utilize social media, the greatest tool for documenting psychopathy and trauma ever invented. Well, anyway, I think she's about to go on a binge of talking about healing trauma. You know what? Let's just listen to a little bit more. Let's see.
The swag, the way that they carry themselves, the demeanor, the confidence that they have. We don't understand that really we're just attracted to the
trauma.
So that man with that kind of aesthetic, we don't realize that it's familiar to the experiences that we've had, and that is what causes the attraction.
Well, it's a familiar to the experiences. If you didn't have a strong father in your life to try to guide you to something better, if you had an echo chamber of other women who prioritize getting their back blown out and bragging about it as opposed to promoting modesty or femininity within a relationship. That's why it's so important for our two-parent households to be guarding as much as possible. And I understand kids are going to get squirrely, right? I was a squirrely young man my damn self, but I had a strong father within my life to put structures and guardrails to block the bullshit at the front gate as much as possible. So I didn't experience that trauma. So I'd be able to live my life within an understanding of cup half full as opposed to cup half empty, and not selecting someone who would be my most important relationship within my life from a toxic context. But anyway, her conversation is getting out of the conversation that we originally started out with, which was why? Why are you putting up content like this? My G, if you need help, next video up there, be in the video and blink at least 2 times, brother. I'll send the battalion of the MT Army your way, all right? We'll come and extract you. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Me and go to turtlesandreviews@gmail.com. Guys, leave me your comments down below. What is it that you think about this particular situation? I want the MTRs now to have been here as well. Do you guys agree with the way that she positioned her husband for content? I might be leading the witness a little bit on that, on that question. Nevertheless, also, my guys, school.com/MTArmy. Link to it down in the description box down below. It's my men's self-development community. We are going absolutely up in 2025. Purpose, health and wellness, your masculinity, with a prioritization over financial fitness, your financial education, the skill sets that you need to learn today in order to maximize your life or maximize growth or maximize flexibility within your life into the future. The gems are up there. I'll see you soon. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.
She belongs to the street.
Girl, don't hold my hand. You a mattress actress on the OnlyFans. Get your money, girl, but damn, how is that your only plan? What you gonna do when you get too old to strip and dance? Get up out your echo chamber, screaming period and yes. You a low down dirty woman if you try to get knocked up by a high value man.